Hello students, welcome to Scientific online biology classes. So this is the second chapter, that is the sexual reproduction in flowering plant, and the 8th day. So these are the main terminology what we covered in the last two sessions. So it is better you memorize this one first, then we move to the next class. Clear? So it is a most important. So pollination, under that one, types of pollination based on the source of pollen. Autogamy, heterogamy, xenogamy, 3 we have finished. So autogamy means within a flower, heterogamy means within a same plant, xenogamy means pollination between the two different plants. Yes? So autogamy ಕೆಳಗೆ ಎರಡು ಟೈಪ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಮೋಗ್ಯಾಮಸ್ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಕ್ಲಿಸ್ಟೋಗ್ಯಾಮಸ್. Chasmogamous is open flower where anther and stigma is exposed one. Clistogamous means closed flower. ಮೂರು ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಹೆಸರು ಬಂದಿತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ ವಯೋಲಾ, oxalis, commelia. Yes, textbook figure correct I wrote. So main difference, geitonogamy again it is a functionally it is a cross pollination, but genetically it is a autogamy. So iveradalli variation create agodilla. So next one is xenogamy. So that is also called as allogamy, where the transfer of pollen from the anther to the stigma takes place between the two different plants, the related species one. So these are all based on the source of pollen. Now these are the pollination based on the pollinating agent. Try to name the organism. In last also we revised. So these are little bit different terms. First one is the anemophily. Anemophily is the pollination by wind or air pollination. Hydrophily, water. Entomophily, insects. Zoophily, animals. Ornithophily, birds. Then malacophily is snail. Ophiophily, this is snake. Stereophily, that is a squirrel. Then giraffeophily by bat. Myrmecophily by ants. Yes. So CTO guitar question barbodu. Terminology correct agutte. So this is a type of pollination. So in your NCERT textbook, air pollination, water pollination, and insect pollination is allowed first thing. So in this one, the flower features are totally different. Yes, you must know that wind pollination is a pollen grain, light in weight, non-sticky, unwettable, and produced in large number to compensate the loss of pollen. Colorless, odorless, and the fragrantless, nectarless. Hydrophily means again same. Here also chance factor is there. 30 genera are related. So in that one, the freshwater forms, marine water form, and the aquatic. Even then, they depend on the air for the pollination purpose. They agree. But based on this one, hypohydrophily and epihydrophily, ಎರಡು class ಇತ್ತು. Vallisneria show the epihydrophily, and Zostera show the hypohydrophily. Insect pollination means it is the important one. So here floral characters mean they are the, even then they are inconspicuous, inflorescence irbodu, colorful irutte, nectar produce madutte, fragrance produce madutte. So they produce the rewards for the pollinating agent in the form of pollen grain or the nectar. So even sometimes they give the safe place to the lay egg. Insect pollination, last Amorphophilus is the tallest flower on fact banditu. But yucca flower depend on the yucca moth, which is a pronula or tegiticula. So where the symbiotic relation is there. So you have to move correct wind pollination, air pollination, water pollination, and the insect pollination. Floral character also, and the adaptation. Now next one, the outbreeding device in the last class we covered. So very terminology ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So first four in textbook ಅಲ್ಲಿ yes you are extra one. Inbreeding depression means contrivances of cross pollination or the outbreeding devices means if you take the autogamy, if autogamy carried out for the many generation, yes repeatedly, the flower is closed one. So self pollination of autogamy repeatedly happens. One problem create that is the inbreeding depression. inbreeding depression ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಬರ್ತಾ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So to avoid this inbreeding depression, the plant follows some mechanism, either morphological, physiological or genetic mechanism, which promote the cross pollination and prevent the self pollination. So first one is a dichotomy, that is nothing but unisexual. Flower is either staminate or pistillate. Male flower irbodu or female flower irbodu. ಈ ಎರಡು ಹೂಗಳು ಒಂದೇ ಗಿಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬಹುದು ಬೇರೆ ಗಿಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬಹುದು. So either they are the monoecious or dioecious. So this is one condition that promote the cross pollination, that is a unisexuality or the dichotomy. Next one is a dichogamy. Here the timing of maturity of male reproductive part and female reproductive part lacks. Andre dichogamy alli pollen grains are released, stigma is not receptive, otherwise stigma is receptive, pollen grains are not released one. So based on this one, again two terms we covered, that is a protoandry and protogyny. Protoandry is the male reproductive part first mature agutte, ಆಮೇಲೆ female reproductive part. Protogyny means female reproductive part mature agutte, ಆಮೇಲೆ male part mature. This is a dichogamy. So next one is a heterostyle, that is a morphological adaptation. Heterostyle ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ the style length is a differing one. So the carpel ದಲ್ಲಿ style ಉದ್ದಿರಬಹುದು, filaments ಸಣ್ಣದಿರಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ style ಸಣ್ಣದಿರಬಹುದು, filament ದೊಡ್ಡದು. So ultimately anther ಮತ್ತು stigma ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಪ್ಲಾಟ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂತು. So that will create the problem in self pollination, that promote the cross pollination. So if the long styled flowers are there, that is a pin-eyed one. If the short styled carpels are there, that is a trump-eyed. So idರಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎರಡು ನೋಡಿ. Self incompatibility in last class I told, this is a little bit confusing factor. Correct agtade. So again we are elaborating the same concept here. Today we are going to cover based on this terminology. Self incompatibility. Self andre ಸ್ವತಃ ಅಟೋ. Compatibility means ಹೊಂದಾಣಿಕೆ. Incompatibility means ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಶಬ್ದ, that is ಹೊಂದಾಣಿಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರುವುದು. Self incompatibility means ತನ್ನದೇ ಆದ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಹೊಂದಾಣಿಕೆ ಇರುವುದು. Means this is a genetic mechanism where the pollen grains are failed to fertilize the ovules of the same flower. So either the pollen germination fails, otherwise pollen tube growth during carpel stops. So self incompatibility ತಿಳಿದಿಲ್ಲ ಈ pollen pistil interaction ದಲ್ಲಿ ತಿಳಿದಿದೆ. So self incompatibility also called as self sterility. This is an important one. So only definition is given in the textbook, just go through this properly. Now next extra point means hercogamy. It is a morphological again. If the barrier present in between the androecium and gynoecium, yes, if it is androecium and this is the gynoecium, ಇದರ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯಾರಿಯರ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೇನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೆಲೋಟ್ರೋಪಿಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೇನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪಾಲಿನಿಯಂ. Yes, so this is a morphological barrier which is present in between the androecium and gynoecium, which promote the cross pollination, prevent the self pollination. Next one, prepotency means this is also the physiological mechanism where the self pollen grains are prohibited, means they will not germinate. So if the stigma is there, different types of pollen grain will land on them. Yeah, but the pollen grains of different plant of the same species will germinate first compared to the self pollen grain. So this is a prepotency. So these are the outbreeding devices or contrivances of the cross pollination. So in examination this is either 3 marks or 5 marks, or based on this one MCQs are generated. Yes, so terminology correct. Yes, so if these are not fulfilled, then it is a out process. So autogamy under self pollination, cross pollination are the condition are there. If you fulfill the condition for the self pollination, fulfill cross pollination. So this is the just revision. So next one is a pollen pistil interaction, which is well related to the self incompatibility or the compatibility. Pollen pistil interaction means, now what happens when the pollen grains are landed on the stigma? The pollination ಯಾವುದೋ ಮುಖಾಂತರ pollen grain one stigma ಮೇಲೆ ಬಿದ್ದು ಈ ಮುಂದೆ ಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, that is a pre-fertilization event only, still fertilization has not occurred, pollination is over. Now next mechanism, what happens if you take any species from the plant kingdom, the female gametophyte or the female gamete is present inside the female reproductive part and male gametes are very very small. The male gamete has to be brought near to the female gamete. Yes, mechanism very very irutte. We are targeting only the flowering plants, Angiosperm celeste. Pollen pistil interaction really ಎರಡು term ಇದೆ. Pollen means that is a male gametophyte. So pollen means roughly pollen grain structure unit. This is the pollen grain. The pollen wall is made up of two walls, exine and intine. Yes, exine is made up of sporopollenin, intine is made up of pectin and cellulose. Yes, inside two cells are there. One is a vegetative cell, another is a generative cell. This is a pollen grain. Is this clear? Now, what is a pistil? Pistil means it is a female reproductive part. So it is made up of stigma and style, long part, and this is a ovary. Yes, so this is a pistil, female reproductive part. Now, what is pollen pistil interaction? The interaction between this one and this one. How it occurs? So now it is a dynamic process. So pollen pistil interaction is a dynamic process. Dynamic process means it is happening. So this is a dialogue between the pollen grain and the total length of the pistil. This dialogue ante yaru matadodilla. Yes, that dialogue is in the form of the chemical interaction between the chemicals which are present on the pollen grain and chemicals which are present throughout the length of the pistil. That is a chemical dialogue between pollen grain and the pistil. Yes, what happened simply in the diagrammatic, I will explain. After that, flow chart I will. So pollination will not give the guarantee that the pollen grains of the same type or the wrong type will form the stigma. Andre pollen grain very good pollen grain barbodu. So this is a, for example, this is an anther, and e anther in the pollen grain generated means these are the pollen grains from the same flower and this is the pollen grains of the different flower. Yes, pollination will not give the guarantee that only the same type of pollen grain will land on the stigma surface. Different type of pollen grain will land. So for example, simple logic in that. So this is a mango plant. This is a carpel of mango. This is anther of mango, and this is a pollen grain of mango, and this is a pollen grain of different species. ಈ ಕಾರ್ಪೆಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಅದೇ ಗಿಡದ pollen grain ಇದೆ ಮತ್ತು ಬೇರೆ ಗಿಡದ pollen grain ಬಿದ್ದಿದೆ. Yes. Now first thing, now pollen grains are land on the stigma. First word is recognition or recognize. So stigma have the capacity to recognize which is the right type, which is the wrong type of pollen grain. Even stigma illa adu capacity illa. Right type pollen grain yavadu, wrong type pollen grain yavadu. ಈಗ right type ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ this is competent. Yes, wrong type means it is incompetent. Means right type means ಹೊಂದಾಣಿಕೆ ಇರುವಂತ pollen grain. Incompatible means ಹೊಂದಾಣಿಕೆ ಇರದು. Yes, now means right type means in this figure this is the right type, blue color pollen grain, this is the right type, and incompatible means this is a wrong type. Both are present on the stigmatic surface. Now first function, recognition. The stigma or the carpel have the capacity, means the pistil have the capacity to recognize which is a right type and which is a wrong type. Yes, two possibilities. If it is a right type of pollen grain, so if it is a right type, then it will accept the pollen grain accepts the pollen grain. Yes, ಹೌದಪ್ಪ ಇದು ನಂದೇ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ accept ಮಾಡ್ತು. Accept ಆದ ನಂತರ this will promote the post pollination events. So the stigma will recognize the pollen grain. If it is the right type, that will accept. Once it is accept, that will promote the post pollination event. Means acceptance is the second word, promote is the third. Yes, promote andre enu, this pollen grain will germinate. Yes, this pollen grain germinate on the stigmatic surface and enter pass through the stigmatic tissue, stylar tissue, and ultimately reaches the ovule. The post pollination event is pollen germination. Pollen tube crosses the stigma, then style, enter into ovary, and ultimately this will fertilize with the ovule. Andre right type post pollination event ella nadiyutte. Pollination agi, fertilization agi, fruit agi. Now this is one possibility. If it is a wrong type, andre incompatible. Incompatible andre ಬೇರೆ ಗಿಡದ್ದು ಇರಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಇನ್ಕಾಂಪ್ಯಾಟಿಬಲ್ ಇರಬಹುದು. ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಇನ್ಕಾಂಪ್ಯಾಟಿಬಲ್ ಅಂತಿದ್ರೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೇನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಇನ್ಕಾಂಪ್ಯಾಟಿಬಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೇನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಜೆನೆಟಿಕಲಿ ಈ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಇನ್ಕಾಂಪ್ಯಾಟಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ pollen grains of the same flower fail to fertilize the ovule. Yes, so it's self incompatible or incompatible ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ then it will accept into illi this will reject the pollen grain. Yes, it is not right type one, then it is not necessary to promote them. It will reject the pollen grain and ultimately it will here promote the illi promote, it will stop or yes, it will prevent the post pollination events. Yes, simply yard flow chart but pollen pistil interaction means it is a dynamic process where pollination will not give the guarantee that the same type of pollen grain will fall on the stigmatic surface. Different type of pollen grain will land on the stigmatic surface. Carpel has a capacity, or the stigmatic surface has a capacity to recognize the pollen grain, whether it is the right type or the wrong type. Yes, right type is compatible, ಹೊಂದಾಣಿಕೆ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು. Wrong type means incompatible. ಅದು ಬೇರೆ ಸ್ಪೀಸೀಸ್ ಇರಬಹುದು, ತಂದೆ ಸ್ಪೀಸೀಸ್ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಬಲ್ ಇರಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ incompatible ಇರಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ self incompatible. If it is a right type, that will accept the pollen grain and promote the post pollination event. Pollen germination takes place, pollen tube passes through the stigma, style, and enter into the ovary. Our process mat nodonu. If it is a wrong type, it will reject the pollen grain and it will prevent the post pollination. ಈ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದರೆ pollen grain germination ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, pollen grain germination ಆತು pollen tube ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಟ್ಟ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಟ್ಟ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. Yes, but this will not allow to fertilize this ovule. This is the pollen pistil interaction. Now, definition is given in the textbook one. Pollen pistil interaction means it includes all the event from the landing of pollen grain from the stigmatic surface. ಇಲ್ಲಿ land ಆಗಿದ್ದರಿಂದ ಹಿಡಿದು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಹಿಡಿದು pollen tube entry into the ovule. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ event ಸೇರಿಸಿ pollen pistil interaction ಅಂತ, which include recognition of pollen grain, either accept and promotion, otherwise reject and prevention of the post pollination event. Yes, so this is a pollen pistil interaction. First you have to understand what is a pollen, what is a pistil, what is the interaction. Just I know it is a dialogue between andre ibbaru madhye ಮಾತುಕತೆ, pollen grain ಮತ್ತು pistil ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಮಾತುಕತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಟ್ ಮಾತುಕತೆ ಅಂತ ಹಾಗೆ ಬರಬಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಡೈಲಾಗ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ಪೋಲನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪಿಸ್ಟಲ್ ಬೈ ದ ಮೀಡಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಮ್ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ಸ್. ಆ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಇದ್ದ ಕಾರಣ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಇಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಡೈನಾಮಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್. ಎಸ್, ಇಸ್ ಅ ಡೈನಾಮಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್. ಸೊ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ವೈಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಈಸಿಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್. ನಾ ಈ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೀ ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಇವೆಂಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಲಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಪೋಲನ್ ಜರ್ಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, pollen tube entry. Yes. So now we have to cover the how the pollen germination take place and what are the constituents of the pollen tube. Yes. So this is about the pollen pistil interaction. Just wait for a second. Yes, students. We will continue the same topic only. This is a flow chart in simplified manner. This is a pollen pistil interaction. Again, here some extra topics are there, so we are going to allot it. So it is a dynamic process. It is a dialogue between the pollen and the pistil. Pollen grain is a male gametophyte. Pistil is a complete female reproductive part. So once the pollination occurs, it will not give the guarantee that the same type of pollen grain will land on the stigma. Yes, there are different type of pollen grains may be there. So the stigmatic surface have the capacity to recognize the pollen grain whether they are the right type or the wrong type. Right type ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ compatible, wrong type ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ incompatible. Incompatible ಇರಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ self incompatible ಇರಬಹುದು, ಎರಡೂ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್. If it is a compatible or the right type, then it will accept the pollen grain and promote the post pollination event, which include the pollen germination, pollen tube growth to the stigma, side and ovary. If it is a right type, so suppose ಈ ರೆಡ್ ಕಲರ್ ರೈಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಇತ್ತಂತಿದೆ, ಸೊ ಈ ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೇನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಜರ್ಮಿನೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಜರ್ಮಿನೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಇಂದ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಓವರಿ ಮಟ್ಟ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಲಿನೇಷನ್ ಇವೆಂಟ್. ಎಸ್, ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ರಾಂಗ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ಕಾಂಪಿಟಬಲ್, then stigma or the carpel will reject the pollen and it will prevent the post pollination event. Post pollination event means pollen germination ಆಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, pollen tube growth ಆಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, pollen tube entry ಆಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. Yes, so this is the pollen pistil interaction. Now what actually happened during this pollen tube growth? ಈ pollen tube growth ಹೇಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Now see, so you take the pollen grain. So this is the pollen grain. So inner layer, the pollen wall, inner wall is a intine and outer wall is a exine. Yes, so this is a pollen grain. In some places, the sporopollen is not deposited. That place is called as a germ pore. So in dicotyledon, 3 germ pores are there. In monocotyledon, 1 germ pore is there. Yes, these germ pores are either like this, small one, otherwise these are the longitudinal. Yes, germ pores are different, where the sporopollen is not deposited. So the intine is made up of pectose and cellulose, which is elastic in nature. Yes, so this is the exine and this is the intine. Exine is made up of sporopollen and intine is made up of pectose and cellulose. Yes, this is the toughest material. Due to that, pollen grains can be easily preserved in the nature. So this can withstand in the high temperature, strong acids, strong alkali condition, even at the high temperature. Even the enzymes will not digest this one. But this one is elastic in nature. So once the pollen grains are landed on this stigmatic surface, the stigmatic surface will provide the moisture. ತೇವಾಂಶ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ ನಂತರ ಜರ್ಮಿನೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಪೋಲನ್ ಜರ್ಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಸೀಡ್ ಜರ್ಮಿನೇಷನ್ ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೀಡ್ ಜರ್ಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲುಮ್ಯೂಲ್ ಮತ್ತು ರೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಎರಡೂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೇಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, ಪೋಲನ್ ಜರ್ಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ದ intine which is present inside. For example, this is the intine, blue color label intine into it. This is the intine. The intine will come outside. This is the germinated pollen. So if the pollen grain will get the suitable condition, moisture and nutrient, then the intine will come outside. That is called the pollen germination. So pollen germination, Now, what is present inside this pollen grain is it contains one vegetative cell, one generative cell. Yes. So during the pre-fertilization structures only, we studied that 60% of pollen grains are two cell. Two cell and then one generative cell, one vegetative cell, one generative cell. ಎರಡು cell. Yes. So 60% of pollen grain landed on the stigma in the form of two cell condition, one vegetative cell, one generative cell. Remaining 40% are pollen grain are three cell condition. Three cell irutte, vegetative cell irutte, but here male gamete. So this is the three cell condition. Now we are to study. So this is the two cell condition. Now pollen germination occurs. So this is the pollen tube. Yes. Now pollen tube passes through the stigmatic surface. Then it passes through the stylar region. Style through paraitu. Now whether the style is a solid or hollow. So this stylar region madhyadalli space irutte. A space in the tissue dissolve madkonta pollen tube ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. So why this pollen tube will move toward this direction? ಇದೇ direction ಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗಬಹುದು, ಈ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗಬಹುದು, ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಹೋಗಬಹುದು. Clear? So the pollen tube grow through the stigma, then ultimately it come towards here. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಟ್ಟ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So this movement, the growth of the pollen tube is chemotrophically guided. Chemotrophical ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಆ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. So that is means when you take this egg one near this region, it contains calcium, boron, inositol, sugar. ಅಂದ್ರೆ this pollen ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಸಿಯಂ ಬೋರಾನ್ ಇನೋಸಿಟೋನ್ ಇದೇನಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಆ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. So the movement of the pollen tube is chemotrophically guided due to presence of calcium, boron, inositol, sugar complex. Yes. So during the growth one, ಈ pollen tube will pass ಆಗ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ. So this generative cell, initially it is a two cell condition. This generative cell divides and produce two male gametes. ಎರಡು male gametes are we figure it. So now think that this is the pollen grain in the two cell condition. So male into vegetative cell into generative cell. Yes. ಈ ಎಲ್ಲಾ cellular content ಇದರ ಒಳಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. It passes through the pollen tube. So this is the vegetative cell right here. This is the vegetative cell. Yes. And the generative cell divides and produce two male. The red color dot in kanastalla. These are the products which are generated from this generative cell. That division is nothing but the mitotic one. Mitotic division is ಎರಡು male gamete. Yes. So now this pollen tube entry into this ovule may be different depending on the species. Yes. So in pollen tube ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ entry ಹೊಡಿಬಹುದು, ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ entry ಹೊಡಿಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ entry ಹೊಡಿಬಹುದು. The site of entry is totally different. Based on this one, the pollen tube entry is either orogamy, chalazogamy or mesogamy. Yes. Suppose if the pollen tube is moved towards this micropyle, ಇದೇ ತುದಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ರೆ this is called as a porogamy. Clear? If the pollen tube enter towards the micropylar region, then it is called the porogamy. Means pollen tube always come towards the micropylar. Yes. So ಇದೇ end entry. Suppose if the pollen tube enter from the chalazal end, idantu pollen tube. So this is the porogamy. This is the first case. This is the first case. In the situation, if the pollen tube enter from the chalazal end, then it is called as a chalazogamy. Yes, pollen tube chalazal end in the entry horizontal, that is called chalazogamy. Yes, one more possibility, the pollen tube may enter from this integument side, either this side or this side. Up till here, the progression is same one. When it comes to locular, more possibility. One micropylar end in the enteroid, that is a porogamy. Chalazal end in the enteroid, that is a chalazogamy. This is the third condition. This is called as a mesogamy. Yes. So this is a porogamy. This is a chalazogamy. This is a mesogamy. So based on the entry of pollen tube into the ovule, if it enters through the micropylar end, it is a porogamy. If it passes through the two integument, then it is called the mesogamy. If it passes through the chalazal end, then it is called the chalazogamy. Ultimately, whatever may be the entry of the pollen tube into the ovule, ultimately, ಈ pollen tube ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ synergid end ಅಂತ ಇದು synergid end ಅಂತಾನೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲ. Why means the synergid, this end will contain calcium, boron, inositol, sugar complex one. Always the pollen tube enter toward the micropylar end of this ovule. Synergid hatra bರುತ್ತೆ. Yes. So these are all pre-fertilization. When once the pollen tube enters here, yes. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ pollen tube ತೆಗೆದಿಲ್ಲ. In that this one is only possible. Yes, the pollen tube will enter. These are the male gametes. Now these male gametes are near to this end one. This pollen tube, then pollen tube is it enter towards one of the synergy. This synergy the entry of the pollen tube towards one synergy is also chemitrophic, guided. So this one of the synergy will degenerate. In one synergy ಅದು degenerate ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈ pollen tube rupture ಆಗಿ so ಎಲ್ಲಾ content release ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. Understood? Pollen tube reaches near to the synergid. So out of two synergid, one of the synergid degenerates. The pollen tube releases its content. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಈ synergid cytoplasma ಏನಂತಲ್ಲ ಅದರ ಒಳಗೆಲ್ಲ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ಮೇಲ್ ಗೆಮೆಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. Yes. So these are the events take place just before the fertilization. Yes. So this is about the pre-fertilization. If the pollen grains are 3-cell condition, andre already pollen grain release agutte one vegetative cell and male gamete. When dehiscence occurs, during that time only pollen grains are, if they are the 3-cell condition, our generative cell divide agudilla straight way male gamete entry. So this is about the pollen pistil interaction, where the pollen germination occurs. Pollen tube growth through the stigma and style occurs, then ultimately enter toward the micropylar region and it releases the content in the one of the synergic one. So this is the pollen pistil interaction. Now here two terms are there, that is incompatible and one into mattond ille self incompatible. Self-incompatible. Now, for example, this is the example. For example, this is any example: mango, potato, tomato. Clear? So, pollen grain other variety, carpel other variety. Suppose if I want to develop some superior variety, and then logically, plant breeders are trying to develop some superior variety to fulfill the demands of the population. Even hybrid variety in Banditella, they are the product of the plant hybridization, where the artificial hybridization one topic is there. So that topic we are going to cover after the completion of this event one. So next topic is the artificial hybridization. That topic is also very easy. Just wait for a second. So we'll cover that topic after a short pause. Yes, students, one more important topic, that is the artificial hybridization. So, which comes under which is the extension, means if it is necessary, then only it is carried out. It will not take place normal, natural methods. So, it is a manipulated. So, in your pre-fertilization structural events up to the pollination and the pollen crystal interaction. So, this is the artificial hybridization, means as the name suggests. So, artificial means man-made, hybridization means pollination. Even namage yav variety bekala pollination now madu. So, if you think that this is the one mango plant and this is another mango plant. Yes, so it is a method to improve the crop variety. Clear? So, to get the desired product. So, for example, this is the mango plant. The mango size is very small, but it is very sweet. Yes, this is another plant where the mango size is a little bit larger one, but it is not sweeter. Suppose if I want to combine these both characters, the sweetness and the size. Yes, I want these two desired characters. Idralli sweetness, so idralli size. Eradu onde hanninu bandri. So then it is possible. How it is possible? If the self-pollination takes place within this plant only, it will produce same types of fruit. If the self-pollination takes place in this plant also, produce same plant. If I transfer the gamete from this plant, otherwise from this plant, there may be chances that I get the fruit of desired character. Yes. Now, this is an artificial hybridization. It is a method where the crop quality is improved. So, 3-4 steps are there. So, ultimately to get the desired product. So, this is the main logic. Now, artificial hybridization means it is a plant breeding method where the plant breeders in which only the desired pollen grains are deposited on the stigma. Namak yav pollen grain bekala ade pollen grain pollinate madu. This is one condition. Second, stigma is protected from the unwanted pollination. Yes. So this is achieved, means both steps. This is the first step. Desired pollen grain beradadu, unwanted pollination. It is achieved by two processes. One is an emasculation, second one is a bagging. So two terms are there. Just try to understand these two terms. Emasculation andrenu, bagging andrenu. This is me. Based on this one question. Yes. Now this is a plant and this is the plant. Yes. Now I will select and I will take the flower from this plant. Yes. So this is a flower which contains both male and female reproductive part. So that's why it is a bisexual flower. This is also bisexual flower. It contains both reproductive. Now, which pollen grain has to transfer to which flower? This flower in the pollen grain to transfer. So, in two conditions, desired pollen grain transfer and unwanted pollination to stop. Suppose this is a bisexual and this is bisexual. Better you select one is a male parent and another is a female parent. This is bisexual. This is also bisexual and this is also bisexual. Yes. If I want to convert this plant to unisexual, yes, in bisexual it will female one. Yes, if I want to convert this one bisexual to unisexual, I have to remove this stamens one. Yes, stamens who arlokinta madale tagadu, that is called the emasculation. Means emasculation is a process. Anthers are removed before the dehiscence by using the forceps before the flower will open. That is the emasculation. Who arolokinta munde illinta stamens tagadu. What is the objective? Emasculation means emasculation to stop self pollination. ಅಂದರೆ ಇದೇ ಗಿಡದ ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೇನ್ ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೆಳಬಾರ್ದು. ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸೈರ್ಡ್ ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೇನ್ ಬೆಳಬೇಕು ಈಗ. ಸೊ ಎಮ್ಯಾಸ್ಕ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಇಸ್ ಕವರ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಪಾಲಿಥಿನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ಸ್, ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಬಟರ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟರ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ 4 ಸೈಜ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ರೆಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್. ದಿಸ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ಇದೊಂದು ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಪೇಪರ್ನಿಂದ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೇನ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ರೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೀಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಗಿಂಗ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ the emasculated flowers are covered with the thin plastic paper to avoid the uncontrolled pollination. So bagging eduk ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲಿ to avoid uncontrolled pollination. Yes, you have to understand what is the objective of these two processes. Emasculation means the removal of the anther in the bud condition only before the dehiscence one. So by using the forces only to control the self pollination. Ide hooviನ pollen a stigma ಮೇಲೆ ಬೆಳಬಾರದು. One objective fulfill. Second one, bagging means the emasculated flower is covered with a thin polythene papers one to control the uncontrolled, to avoid the uncontrolled pollination. You have no objective fulfill idea. So now this is a bisexual flower. When the anthers are producing the pollen grain, dehiscence happens. When the male reproductive part from this plant is mature one, pollen grains are selected and these pollen grains are dusted on this stigma. When stigma is receptive. So ಈ stigma ಯಾವಾಗ receptive ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅವಾಗ ಈ ಗಿಡದಿಂದ ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೇನ್ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಈ ಸ್ಟಿಗ್ಮಾ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ದ ಡಿಸೈರ್ಡ್ ಪಾಲಿನೇಷನ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಗಿಡದ ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೇನ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಬಂದು ಈ ಹೂ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಿತ್ತು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಡಿಸೈರ್ಡ್ ಪಾಲಿನೇಷನ್. ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಮೇಲಿದೆ ಈ ಪಾಲಿನೇಷನ್ ಆದ ನಂತರ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ಬೋದು, ಬರದೇ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗಿವ್ ದ 100% ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ದಟ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಡಿಸೈರ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್. ಬಟ್ reciprocal process means another way. Illinda ee kade transfer. In next cross, you have to create this one as a unisexual female flower. This is a bisexual flower. And the emasculation model, illinda pollen grain, idu transfer model. So in any one of this reciprocal cross, you will get the desired product. So now, emasculation is carried out only in the bisexual flower. If the flower contains both male and female reproductive part, then only emasculation is necessary. If it is a pistillate flower, means already this is a female flower, whether in this flower emasculation is necessary or not, that is a major question. If the flowers are pistillate, otherwise unisexual female flowers are there, then emasculation is not necessary. Straight away, desired pollen grain from the desired plant can be dusted on this stigma. So emasculation is carried out only in the bisexual flowers, not in the unisexual female flower. So this is about the artificial hybridization by two methods: emasculation, bagging and rebagging. Means, yes, one more thing. When the desired pollen grains are dusted on this stigma, this flower is again covered by the polythene bagging. That is again rebagging is there. So usually in the agriculture field one, almost information is given to that stick on that plant. Who is the plant breeder? Which are the two varieties? One, when the emasculation is carried out, when the pollen grains are transferred to this flower. Every information is given on that note one. So based on this one practical is also present in your secondary lab sessions. Clear? So that is also artificial hybridization. But in this topic, emasculation is the most important. What is the objective? Second one, bagging is also important, and what is the objective? Yes, emasculation is carried out only to stop the self-pollination. Bagging is carried out to stop the uncontrolled pollination. Yes, so the yellow objective fulfill aagutide. Desired pollen grains are transferred on the stick. Our desired product means sickcase. Yes, so this is today's topic one. So today we have covered revised the outbreeding devices, pollen pistil interaction and the artificial hybridization. Next topic is the fertilization and post fertilization event and structures one. under which we are going to cover the types of endosperms and the embryo, seed, fruit. These are all topics also interesting one. So again we will meet in the next video. Till then, take care of yourself. Have a nice day. Goodbye.